It's close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Call Holtow.
Ghouls and gals, welcome to an electrifying night. It's Thriller Night, and the action is just getting started. The Halloween Holtow Classic has officially begun.
That's right, Scotty. Holtow's got a cauldron bubbling over with spooky surprises for our brave contestants down in the arena.
What's up, contestants? This is your friendly neighborhood Gumbuck, and that intro is from our boy, the resident Discord champion and certified G, Ready Up B. This guy is legit. He is doing some really cool things with some of the finals assets, and there's so much more to come from him. I'm super glad to have met him in the game. He's, well, number one, because he practically carries me when we play, but number two, he's just got as much, if not more, love for the finals than I have. So, having said that, let's jump into the video, or, today's video. It's going to be update 4.5.0. I'm just so freaking excited. It's Halloween, it's spooky season, and I think Embark came correct with their Halloween update and event. So last week, I was a little salty. I thought that's all we were getting for Halloween, and I was like, not great, and I'm eating crow. I had put my foot in my mouth, and I will be the first to admit and apologize to Embark, because this week they came correct with the Halloween event. I'm so excited for it. They got a cool wheel that we can spin. We got tickets. We got jack-o'-lanterns. We got it all, and the drip is so drippy. Now, let's talk about what they said here quickly in the update, because it's not a lot, but it's not a little either. They're talking about the Treat Hunt Collection event. So, feeling dizzy, contestant? It might be the copious amounts of Ospoos flavored Halloween candy you've been eating. Or it could be our brand new feature, the wheel. The reward wheel is something we've never seen before in the finals. We realized that we could not be the world's greatest game show without a flashy wheel of amazing prizes, and they were absolutely right. This Halloween, instead of adding all of these amazing cosmetics to the store in the most lamest way possible, like everybody else, they've added them to a reward wheel. In order to spin the wheel and win something, you must have a ticket, and you can earn up to 3 tickets per day by completing daily contracts. So you get 3 special daily contracts per day, and if you complete these contracts, you get a ticket. Now, the contracts aren't difficult. You will be able to do them. I did them yesterday. It was easy peasy, lemon squeezy, witch pleasy. And so with that ticket, then you could take it into the wheel. We'll go take a look at that. And you can spin it for all of the cosmetics. Now, one thing that they go on to say here is that you could also use multi-bucks and VR bucks to purchase things that would be otherwise on the wheel, right? And if you spin the wheel and it lands on something you already won or have, then you'll be awarded some VR bucks for that, right? And the VR bucks are the in-game things that let you buy sights or weapons, etc. They also increased the cap on how much VR bucks you can have. So it used to be 3,000, and everybody was always maxed out. Well, now it's 5,000, and you will still always be maxed out. Remember that time when they let you re-roll your daily contract with VR bucks? I wish they'd bring that back. So anyway, in any case, spin that wheel, ladies and gentlemen. So this is super cool. We'll go take a look at the at all the skins and the stuff that they did put in the store toward the end of this video. So on balance changes, they do something. They talk about, like, initially when the game first came out, they were doing hella balance changes all day, every day, like every week. We saw a lot of manipulation to the meta. And their logic for that, according to this statement here, was basically like, they went into opening this game up to the public with little snapshots of data from play tests, and that was all they had to try to manipulate the sandbox. Well, after they saw such a big influx of players, they got so much more feedback and telemetry data and information, and they were calibrating all the time, probably burning themselves out to some degree or another. But, they took a vacation in the summer, and I think they're back. However, what they want to get to is a more kind of like balanced sequence, pardon the pun, of changes, right? Meta-altering changes. So they're going to do a big one at the beginning of every season, and then a pretty decent-sized one mid-season, And then in between, they'll only do it if they feel absolutely necessary, right? Like if something's just out of control crazy and it feels like it needs to be addressed. Otherwise, they're not going to be really messing with the meta or the sandbox too much. So that's kind of sums up that statement. Now, here's what you all came for. The model Nerf. And if you could see me, I'm like you can't see me though, but I'm doing like air quotes with my fingers because it's the model Nerf, right? So the model 1887. This thing, everybody now like all of Reddit has their pitchforks and their torches. They're coming for the model. And the reason for that is like pretty much everything else in the game has seen a nerf, right? And the model hasn't really at all. And of course, if you nerf everything else, well, the cream is going to rise to the top. And that's where we're at with the model. So I do think it does need a nerf only because everything else has been nerfed. Now, I hate the nerf train. I don't want to be on the nerf train. I wish they didn't nerf things. I wish they buffed things instead of nerf them. Like if something is feeling overpowered, buff its counter. Like, let's make games fun again, right? I need to get a hat for that and make games fun again. Magog. But in any case, let's talk about this nerf here. So what they've done is they increased the pellet radius in the inner range and the outer range. So essentially they made the spread more spreadier of the shotgun. And they decreased the damage fall off multiplier from 65 to 60%, causing the weapon to do less damage at range. And so by changing the pellet radius in both the inner and the outer pellets, expanding it, the shot is less targeted. It has more of a spray, if you will, much like the M26 Matter. If you watched my other video, I said the M26 Matter is a suckier model 1887, and it did have a wider spray pattern, and it did not have the range that the model had. I thought the model 1887 had so much range, like I was surprised it didn't get a freaking scope when they dropped the scope patch, right? You know what I mean? Like this thing was a freaking sniper shotgun. It was bananas. And they have now mitigated that. I have play tested it, and it is not as impactful at range as it should be. However, I would say compared to its peers, this weapon is still a problem. It's one of the only weapons in the game, or one of the only weapons that the medium has that can wipe an entire team without having to reload. And you don't have to hit a headshot. You can just go straight to the body and you'll bag them. So still needs a little bit of work. And I only say that in terms of like everything else has been nerfed. That's where Embark is, at this point, they're going to have to buff everything to get to a different... It's a mess. It's kind of a mess, not going to lie. XP54, they did a little touch to this. They sprinkled a little bit of ranged damage. So they increased the damage fall-off start distance from 15 meters to 20 meters, meaning that the damage fall-off is going to be at a longer range, giving it more range. And then they increased the damage fall-off end distance from 25 to 30 meters, also giving it more range. And then they decreased the damage fall-off multiplier from 65% to 62%. Again, this is all trying to give this thing range, but honestly, I think they need to buff the base damage a little bit. If not 1 point, they dropped it 2, which is huge for a semi-automatic or an automatic weapon like this, in that like every bullet counts. And when you've got a big clip, and per bullet, when you drop it two variables, it may not seem like a lot, but it actually is. So yeah, they tried to. I used it yesterday. It's still not as good as it was, plain and simple. Mac 11 is a better choice. The rest of these things, man, nothing really to talk about here. This is where they did increase the BR cap from 3,000 to 5,000. Cool beans. And they said that we were having scope issues. I don't know if many of you noticed this, but like something with the pike, you'd be aiming down sights with the scope, and it would actually be slightly off from where the bullet would be landing. They said they fixed this. What I'm not seeing here is optimization stuff. Come on, Embark, because, like Kyoto is straight murdering Xboxes right now. But hey, there's that. Now, let's go check out the in-game stuff. Psych! Let's take a look at this first, the World Tour Trick or Treat thingy. So this started today on Thursday. This week, Halto has pulled out all the stops, dimmed the lights, and turned the arena into a place where things go bump in the night. Things like pumpkins that explode on impact. So keep your gourd up, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you'll have a ghoulishly good time destroying the arena and smashing pumpkins to delight the fans and take out the competition. So this week's maps in World Tour is Spooky Kyoto, Boo. Spooky Horizon, yay. Spooky Monaco, cool. And Spooky Soul, even better. Yeah, so that's this week event. And let's go take a look at the actual game now. Okay, jumping right into here. Here's your little treasure hunt thing. Once you download the patch and you upload the game, it'll give you a little video talking about this. But this is pretty dope. No, I don't have a ticket right now. I had some yesterday. If you watch my live unboxing of the patch notes, you would have seen me play it there. And I went through all of the different things we can get awarded. So it's pretty cool. It's 7 out of 20. I got 7 out of 20, but it's 20 things that we can get from spinning that wheel. If we get it, we get this beta skin. This is so cool. I'm super glad. Like, I'm pumped. I'm getting this, hands down, no questions asked. And they've got some cool things. Some of my favorite things in this collection are the grenade skin, because this makes me think of like the Green Goblin. I'm a big Spider-Man fan, so here you go, pumpkin bomb, baby. What else? The bat pet is so cool. I love the bat pet. Yes, that's really cool. I do like the Stitch face stalker. That's cool too. So they came this, like, we got all this stuff. It's kind of like a Minecraft witch, am I right? Yeah, you got a little charm here. So they gave us all of these items. Not only that, okay, so if you don't get it in the wheel, you can purchase the items by different means. You can use multi-bucks, and some of these things you can use VR bucks to purchase. So you can use VR bucks or multi-bucks to buy some of these items. And if you land on the item that you already have with the wheel, you'll just get awarded VR bucks. So I would say use your VR bucks up to buy these if you want, because you're going to get some back if you land on that. And that way you can get really close, if not get all of the things on the wheel. All right, let's see. There's the event rules, yada, yada, yada. Let's talk about how we can get some tickets. So every day you're going to get some of these events here, get 15 eliminations. I think this is end or assists. It's end or assists. And it's not in one game. So you just have to accumulate 15 eliminations. I believe it's end or assists. Play 3 matches in any game mode, easy peasy, and revive 5 teammates. This was the exact same stuff that I had yesterday, so I just wonder if this is what it is every day, which they're just giving these tickets away, let's be real. Now, this is the World Tour event deal. Let's take a look here. It's all right, so cool. This is going to be the Hotel Classic. I'm so excited to play these because I want to see the spooky maps for sure. That is going to be real awesome and rad. What else do we got here? Let's take a look at these. So the Halloween specials is deal 1,000 damage with jack-o'-lanterns. They'll just be sprinkled around the map. It's carryable and they explode on impact. Eliminate 3 opponents with the jack-o'-lantern. So that's cool. Yeah, I'm really, really excited to play this. So let's take a look at the store. So queuing up the store, the first thing we have here is Cash Out Conjurer set. And this is witch-tastic. I mean, if this is your vibe, this is your vibe. It's just not my vibe. I do like the eyes. I think the eyes are pretty cool. Like, that's neat. We got a hammer skin with the witch's broom, and then yeah, we got the witch's way emote. Yeah. So that's the witch one. That's what we're getting with the witch stuff. This one's pretty cool though. I do like this. This has straight up, like Karate Kid vibes. Like, that's Johnny, right? That's Johnny from Karate Kid. And it comes with the rattling waltz. It's almost kind of a little zombie though too. That I get some zombie vibes there, but yeah, all right, that's cool. That's cool. The cat is rad, dude. I'm really loving the cat, especially the skeleton kind of like face paint that it has there. The cat's so dope. Yeah. It of course comes with the paranormal vibe sticker, which is pretty cool. And then last, but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, they came correct with the Pirate Seas of the Day set. Look at this old man face. Look at that. Look at that old man face. You got textures. Like, that dude has seen some sun. Look, he's got some sun marks there. Like, he might need to get some of these checked out, actually. So yeah, this is the pirate set. This is really cool. I do like this. I think it is $20. However, you do get the it's not gonna let me click on it. You get the 2,400 multi-bucks with this whole entire set, and it does come with the R357 skin of like kind of this old musket style pistol, which is super cool. And land ahoy. Yeah, that's right. So there you have it, folks. That is all for today's video. I will be live streaming today at like noon Central. We're going to do a Halloween special. I'm going to be dressed up. It's going to be freaking awesome. So tune in for that. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for listening to me go off about a game that we both love. I will see you in the next one.